let's try to understand the architecture of Linux. Linux is an operating system. An operating system is an intermediary between the users and the hardware. So as you can see, this is the architecture of Linux. This is the hardware component, and above it we have the kernel, shell and application, which is also called user space. So let's try to understand each component one by one, starting with the application layer or the user space. Now this is the outermost layer, and all the commands that users write are written here only. Okay. Then those commands are verified by the shell, which is passed to the kernel, and then the operations are performed. Okay, so all the commands are written here. This is the outermost layer. The user space is the outermost layer. They interact with the system using system calls through shell or GUI. Okay, GUI is nothing but graphical based. So whatever command you write, it will interact with the system through the shell. Now let's understand what is this shell. So shell is like a container. Shell is a command interpreter. Whatever command you write is interpreted by the shell. Shell translates user command into system calls. Okay, it is the interface between the user and the kernel. Now, and the default shell in Linux is Bash. There are many examples of shell: Bash, ZSH, and these are some more examples. But let's see practically what is shell. So this is my Linux instance. Okay, this is Red Hat Linux. Suppose I write a command date. Okay, date is a command. It shows me Wednesday, July 16. It shows me the time 2025. Fine. Now, suppose I wrote the wrong command. Suppose Linux commands are date sensitive, case sensitive. So I wrote D capital ATE. Now this is a wrong command. Okay, let me press enter. See, command not found. But here you can see bash. So bash says that I don't have any date related command with me and I don't know what to do. Hence, command is invalid. Command is not found. Okay. So this was about shell. And finally, let's talk about kernel quickly. So kernel is the heart of Linux operating system. Kernel is the heart of Linux operating system. It is the main component of Linux operating system and it's the core interface between the hardware and the shell. And one more thing, the kernel, this layer, in any Linux distributions you see, the kernel remains the same. Okay, so all the Linux distributions are built on top of this only, on this kernel only. So kernel is also called the heart of Linux operating system. See, all these operating systems, CentOS, Red Hat, Fedora, Ubuntu, Amazon Linux, everyone is based on Linux kernel only. Okay, so I hope you understood the architecture of Linux. Thank you.